In this video, I'm going to briefly talk about what are the different steps and the strategies that you should follow to crack a SAP CPI interview. At times, attending an interview can be stressful. You should have proper preparation and the strategies to crack an interview. Over the years, I have conducted many interviews for SAP and SAP CPI consultants. I will try to cover some of the common mistakes some candidates make along with the tips and tricks for interviewers. Without further delay, let's begin. Step number 1. Do not copy a resume. I've seen candidates applying for jobs by simply copying a resume from a friend or a colleague. Copying a resume doesn't help much. Rather, it creates a lot of trouble for the candidates in the interview. If you are serious about getting a job, I highly recommend spending some time preparing your resume yourself. A resume is a reflection of your professional life. When I receive a resume from a talent team, I usually look at the candidate's past experience, the companies he or she has worked for, certifications, if they have earned any, or any on-site experience, their educational background, and other relevant details. You need to ensure that everything you include in the resume is accurate and that you're familiar with every project and details you mention. As an interviewer, I assess the resume and ask questions about the projects and past experiences listed in the resume. Therefore, I highly suggest not copying a resume. Make sure your resume is not bloated. Keep it simple and precise. Step number 2. Do not talk about the learning scenarios in an interview. One of the most common mistakes candidates make is responding to a question about the project scenarios by explaining scenarios they learned in the training. This is a very common mistake. When you explain training scenarios in an interview, you give me an impression that you have been trained and never worked on the real-time scenarios. I usually ask candidates to explain the most complex or simplest scenario they have worked on. When you get this question, you should respond by describing a real-time business scenario you worked on, how you implemented it in SAP CPI, and the business value you created by doing this scenario. Whether you are an experienced consultant or a newbie looking to get into SAP CPI, avoid explaining training scenarios in a real interview. Step number 3. Your communication and soft skills. In an interview, your communication skills play a vital role. They help you to represent yourself, express your ideas, and answer the interviewer questions properly. If you are not a native speaker and have studied in a local language like Telugu, Tamil, or Hindi, you may struggle with your communication skills. To get a job, you don't need exceptional communication skills because learning a language takes time. However, to attend an interview, you need basic communication skills that allow you to express yourself. I have seen candidates with excellent experience and technology skills struggle to crack the interview due to lack of communication skills. If the communication skills is a problem for you, I suggest spending some time improving them. In an interview, talk slowly, use simple and basic plain English, and try to express yourself clearly to answer the question. To give an example, I come from a Telugu medium background. I did my schooling in Telugu medium in a ZP high school, and I am not a native English speaker. In the initial 4 years of my career, struggled a lot to navigate the world of communication. At that time, we don't have many options apart from English newspapers or English channels to watch. But currently, you have a wide variety of options available to master your communication skills. For example, you can use YouTube as a platform to grow and learn the language. If communication is a struggle, I suggest you to watch English movies, follow YouTubers who teach English, or read newspapers. What I learned is to master a language or communication, the only way is through practice. Read, listen, speak. If you do these 3 things, I'm sure at some point you will gain enough knowledge in communication. Step number 4. To attend any SAP CPI interview, you need to have a good understanding of the basics. You need to know what is SAP CPI and what is SAP CPI architecture and have good knowledge of integration concepts. For example, you should understand the fundamentals of integration, the different types of communication modes, and you should be familiar with APIs, web services, and message processing. When you apply for experienced roles, interviewers will look for hands-on experience. The projects you list in your resume play a vital role, and you need to be thoroughly familiar with each one. During interviews, I often focus on the projects listed in the candidate's resume. So you need to know every detail of these projects. In terms of real-time experience, be prepared to discuss how you developed and monitored different integrations as well as the use cases and scenarios you implemented. It is important to study key concepts like integration patterns, connectivity, data mapping, and transformations. Security is a core aspect of integration, so you should be well versed in this area to answer confidently during the interview. One suggestion is to utilize SAP blogs, where experts share their real-time knowledge. Spend a couple of hours each week learning about new integration methods, technologies, and techniques. This will help you to expand your knowledge, as you might not get the opportunity to work with all the different technologies or techniques in your current project. I highly recommend you to participate in SAP forums where you can ask and answer questions, earning reputation points. This can enhance your profile and demonstrate your expertise to potential employers. Mentioning your reputation in these forums on a resume can be beneficial, as it also showcases your knowledge and involvement in SAP community. Additionally, consider writing and posting blogs as an author to share your knowledge with the wide community. This can help establish your reputation and make your expertise known. Lastly, practice mock interviews with colleagues or friends by having them review your resume and ask questions. This will help you to identify your strengths and areas of improvement. The more interviews you practice, the more confident and prepared you will be for the real interview. That's it. We have reached end of the video, and these are the steps you should follow to crack any SAP or SAP CPI interview. I hope they help. That being said, I wish you all the best. So follow these steps, and if you know any other additional points, please let me know in the comment section. I just wanted to help all SAP consultants who are trying to change their jobs. Let me know in the comment section if you like the video. And if you like the video, always consider giving a like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.